This is Roger with Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2004 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's 4-wheel drive, and it's a King Ranch. Has 159,500 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Oklahoma City. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. Please watch a little animated video that explains why and how you get a salvage title on a vehicle that's clearly not wrecked or flooded or whatever. It's basically attorneys for the insurance companies that want to make sure that their client, the insurance company, is never sued in the future by anyone who owns this truck. Salvage title basically implies no warranty, no guarantees on anything. So if anyone kills himself in the future in this car, you can't go back to Geico or Progressive or State Farm and sue them. That's why they do it. It's paperwork. Has nothing to do with the truck. Anyway, when we get them here, we do a little inspection. And this is what we did. We love this truck, so we decided to go all out with this thing mechanically. So this is all the stuff I put in my notes here. I have my little own senior cheat sheets here. And we have an A10 flying overhead. Let's see. We did a bulletproof EGR cooler. We did a new Ford oil cooler, Rotella oil and filter. Coolant is new, serpentine belt is new, water pump and thermostat are new, both batteries are new. Front and rear brake pads and rotors. We drained the rear diff and put new gear oil in. 4 brand new shocks. Front sway bar leaks are new. Upper and lower ball joints on both sides are new. Ignition is new. They broke that when they stole it. Both front door handles are new. That happened also. When they steal them, they break door handles. It has a new fuel filter. It sat forever. I mean, this thing was just like covered in dust from sitting in somebody's yard forever. So we didn't want to run that fuel through it. So we sent the tank out and had the tank cleaned. And then we also did a tranny service, which is the fluid and the filter. From what I understand, the passenger front seat needs a new switch for the power seat, which is being done. That's the only thing that's not done right now, but it came back from detail. We're in monsoon season, and before it gets all rained on and dirty, I want to take the video. Anyway, there's your new shocks. The tires are in really good shape. I'd say probably at least 60 or 70% tread. Cosmetically, this truck is a good looking truck, but it is a truck, so you're gonna have little dings and some rock chips here. I'll be taking this thing for pictures here in a minute. There'll be between 40 and 60 HD pictures. You'll have a little device in that you can click on that'll zoom in on anything in the pictures. I mean, it's like having your eyeball right up against the truck. So please use that little device. If you see something that you're curious about in the pictures, click on it and you can zoom right in on it. Most of the stuff is, as usual on a truck, is on the bed. Ding here. I know there's a couple scratches down here. Obviously a touch-up color of some gold and some of the maroon would clean up a lot of it. But it's a really good idea for us to leave them as we find them. Generally speaking, we do that, unless there's really a bad dent or something. That way people can get an idea of what they're buying, and you know, like this. So obviously if you put in some touch-up paint on these guys, it would be a lot better. Couple, the gold and the maroon color from Ford, somewhere in the area of $25 or $30. That. It's a pretty truck, really pretty truck. It's kind of why we decided to go for it on this thing. As you know, people who know about 6.0s, the weakness is the EGR system on these things. So we do the bulletproof EGR cooler and the Ford oil cooler, and that problem is handled. And we decided to do that before selling the vehicle. Adds a lot of value to the truck. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking rig. The only thing that's missing now, aside from that switch that we're waiting on for the seat, is a radio. They stole a radio. We don't do radios. The reason we don't do radios is fairly obvious. People have personal preferences on radios, and the factory radios on these things didn't have the MP3 and all that stuff. So people can just go to Best Buy, buy a radio stereo of their choice, and have a lot more going on in it than a factory radio. Anyway, new batteries. There's your Ford stamp there. There's your Ford stamp there. Woo. That's because it's been running for the last hour. And it's 120 degrees out right now. So there you go, no blow by. It is freaking warm right now. We're about ready to get, there's your weather right above us. It's coming up from Mexico. There's your Ford stamp. There's your Ford stamp there. A couple little dings in the hood. I don't know if you can see those or not. I doubt that anyone's really going to care about the minor stuff. Cosmetically, it's a good looking truck. But I really do have to make sure that people know what they're buying, so we don't have any misunderstandings. If I do this correctly, the right person will buy the right truck. If I BS and I don't do it correctly, I'll get yelled at, and I never get yelled at. So the reason I don't get yelled at is because I will err on the side of caution every time. Okay, now this one, maybe it's, that thing seems to be working to me. They told me it doesn't. Oh, I see. It's this part. It's the rear seat up and down. I can feel it's in the switch. It doesn't press down. So this switch right here isn't working. That's what we're looking for right now. Anyway, we don't do any conditioning on the King Ranch seats, but it's our experience that if you buy the saddle soap and the conditioner, you can make these things look a lot newer and nicer. They're actually in pretty good shape, believe it or not. It's kind of what they look like if you're used to King Ranch seats. They're saddle leather, and that's what saddle leather looks like. There's the heated seat on and off. So it's that switch we need to worry about right there. Gotta lock myself out here. There we go. Alrighty. This is a quiet one. Some 6.0s are noisy. This one's really quiet. Forward, back, up, down, tilt up, tilt down, rear seat, tilt up and down. Heated seat on and off. Tilt wheel up and down. Let's look under this mat, see if there's anything going on there. Okay, let's get the air going here. It is freaking warm. Ugh. How about muggy? We did, oh, you know what? I forgot about that. We did have to replace, they stole the seat belts. So we had to replace the seat belts. And to dye them is kind of expensive. So to keep that cost down, and the dye kind of peels off, so it's best just to leave them alone. Make things worse. Anyway, there's a cover on the steering wheel, but there's your King Ranch wheel. let's see what else we got going on here. Got the air blowing cold. We got adjustable pedals. There's that. Let's see, tow on and off. There's your tow light on, off, on, off. You put it into neutral. You go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Drive. And it's raining. Golly, I'm so unlucky. Reverse in 4 low. And let's go to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Drive. Reverse. Now, if you did want to go to a factory radio and get one on eBay, and there's the plugs. They were nice enough not to just cut them. So, right now we're in neutral. I'm gonna go back to 2-wheel drive. We're gonna go for a ride. Turn the air down so you can hear me a little bit better. It's on a salvage title. If you're gonna come here to drive it home, obviously you need plates and insurance, which means you have to have a restored salvage title, which means we have to take it to motor vehicles here to have the police inspect it. That's about 4 hours to 10 hours of our time, depending on how busy they are with police work. We charge $200 to do that, and that's mandatory if you're going to drive it home. There's a $250 dock fee, and there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you come here to drive it home from your state, you're going to, let's for example say it was a 3% state you're coming from. You're going to pay 5% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you are obligated to pay is the agreed upon price. There's no tax, no dock fees, no restore fees. You're obligated to pay at all. However, I strongly urge that you have, that was nice. See how she just ran the stop sign in front of us? Brakes were good. We strongly urge that you have, that you're sure that you can get it restored in your state with the Arizona title, salvage title will give you, the bill of sale and the truck itself. You probably really should have us restore it before it ships out. But if you don't, that's fine. Just make sure you get it done with that, with those 3 items: the truck, the salvage title, and the bill of sale, because that's all we can provide you with. Deposits. Deposits are $500. Once we receive your deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Boy, this is a nice truck. Yeah, this was worth spending some money on. Beautiful ride, obviously with new shocks. Tires are good. Very quiet for a 6.0. Excellent power. Our roads are Bolivian. I mean, Tucson's roads are third world at best. I mean, you could see roads better than this in the middle of Africa. So, when you don't hear a bunch of rattling going on while we're four-wheeling down our roads, that's a good thing. I better slow down now, huh? We're in this minivan. Probably like having the giant King Ranch in its ass end, huh? All right, this is my warranty speech. Obviously, this thing's way out of warranty by factory standards, by mile and year. If the guys who built this truck couldn't give it a longer warranty, there's a reason for that. They don't know what's going to happen to it. If they don't know and they built it, how the heck do we know? That being said, we've taken care of the bugaboo of this motor. We hardly, I think in 10 years of doing hundreds and, well, probably thousands of 6.0s, we've done maybe 5 or 6 transmissions ever. So transmissions are not an issue in this truck. The EGR is an issue, and we've handled it. So my point being here is that the big bugaboo is handled, but there's still risk in buying something used. If you're anti-risk, if you don't like risk at all, go buy a brand new King Ranch, knock out the 50 years, no, more than that, about $65,000, and you'll have warranty for 3 years, and after 3 years, you'll owe, you know, $47,000, and you'll be out of warranty, all right? So, please accept a little risk, but this is a hell of a truck. Thank you.